So, after you have it pinned, it'll look like this, and when you open it up, it will be pinned like this, so that you have it laid like this. I'm going to do the same thing on the other piece. Now, with your black thread, make sure you measure the thread so that it's just a little longer than your piece of fabric where you're going to sew. Cut it off, wet your finger, and make a little knot. This way you don't have the thread going through and you don't have to keep re-sewing your work. Okay. Taking the needle, like wetting the thread, you thread your needle or needle your thread, either way. I haven't figured out the difference. And just start at one end, right above where, just start at one end and stitch. Let me get real close. Make sure your needle is going through the fabric, both sides, and make sure your stitches are pretty even. The more even they are, the more stitches you make, which means the smaller the stitch, the straighter the line will be after you turn it over. So just keep doing that till you've made it to the other side. When you reach a pin, you can take it out because your thread is now holding the fabric as such. You can also do this on your sewing machine if you know how to use a sewing machine. I don't, so I prefer hand stitching. This won't take me too long. Okay, you guys, I've got the other half sewn. See? See? Didn't take me too long, about 5 minutes or so. Now, I'm going to take this part and the part that I just sewed on camera, and I'm going to lay them side by side. And I will be pinning it. I'm doing the same thing as I did with the short side. This is just a longer version. You also need more pins, obviously. Okay, I'm going to stitch it again. There's a lot of stitching involved. And spit. I'm sorry about the spit. It's perfectly normal. It's perfect part of the process. And the stitch, it's just in and out, the most basic stitch I know. I'm not doing anything fancy because I don't know anything fancy. I just hope it will hold up for years and years and years. So, while we're working on this, tell me about any projects you've made. Do you make plushies? Do you make skirts, purses, bags, coasters? What do you make? If you want to leave a video response, please leave a video response or just comment below. If you make plushies, I'd love to see some photos. Send them to me. I think you can send them through my inbox. I'm not sure. I'm still new with sending responses. Let's be creative together and share our stuff. I don't know how many times I will actually be sewing on air. This might be the only time. Unless this becomes really super popular.